My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not to corrupt. No one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not corrupt. With their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you. My name is Munel, aka The General. Thank you. I'm out today in this nice weather, beautiful day. I want to say thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate it. Is without you we are nothing, and without us you still don't get the information. But we do it together. It's a teamwork. So don't worry about what people say. I have a very important information that I want to release. It's up to you to take it or not to take it, because I tell you there are people within the government who are not happy with a lot of things that are going on. Sometimes we say things, but look, you have to be smart. You got to think like a security. You know the movie, the book that this guy wrote, what his name said, Steve Harvey. They say think like a man. If a woman want to understand a man, you should think like a man. And if you really want to know a woman, think like a woman. I'm not saying you should be a gay now, because some of us we got a lot of girls friends. When I say girlfriends, I mean lovers. But you friends with a lot of women, so you understand women. That's why women who are friends with a lot of men, they understand men. But what we're gonna be talking here today, I will be talking about neck. I will talk about Fala. I will talk about Darius Dillon, and I will bring the president into it. And I will tell you their plans. Look, we should not overlook things. Let me tell you guys, let me give you guys a little history. Liberians, we don't really believe things. We never believe nothing until it happens. You can tell them that John Brown is dead, but because John Brown is not related to them, they don't give a damn about John Brown. But until it can touch them, we say, oh, there's a war down the road. They won't believe it until they are affected. It's the same thing that happened during the war. During the war in Liberia, when they say, oh, the rebels are in Banga and Nimba County, it was all a lie. The government trying to do their own thing. That's a lie, a lie, a lie. Until when it hit Looking Town, where we were living, then we understand, oh, but this thing is serious. The same thing with the Ebola. We never believed the Ebola. We say, oh, this thing is a hoax. For some reason, we are just different people. For some reason. Now, we said it before. Everything that I talk about when it comes to George Weah, everything that I talk about, it happened, it come to pass. Because I know him. I know his surrounding. I sometimes know how he thinks, because you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know someone. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, let me tell you. I can spend a week with you continuously talking. I can know your attitude. I can know your behavior. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. But you don't need to believe me. But I speak from my heart. I don't have to speak for you. I'm speaking for myself. And I continue to say these things that I need nothing. I'm not looking for anything. I can criticize anybody when I feel like, if it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you will be 100%. But what I love to see from people, go above 50%. Then we know that you're on the right path. But you alone cannot always be in the wrong, in the wrong, in the wrong, in the wrong. No. When it comes to national issue, when it comes to Liberia, listen, I cannot even put my family above Liberia. Liberia is bigger than you and myself. The people of Liberia are supposed to benefit. Every Liberians are equal in the sight of God. I cannot say yes because my family we in a better position that we can afford it, so that mean my family are better than the people in Liberia. No, it's just the grace of God that I'm in Liberia in America and I'm able to support somebody. But it's just by the grace of God. It's not nothing. There are people in Liberia who are 10 times smarter than me, 10 times better than me. Although we are all human beings, but there are people, there are potential talents in Liberia. There are youth who are sometimes wonder how they're going to make it. They don't even know their future right now. Everybody trying to get out one way or the other. That is why you can't convince no Liberian. Say, listen, we're catching hard time in America. You know, America, they tell you, say, listen, all I think is talking, Brabi. I want to go there myself, which is true. Now, they passed special election. Let me tell you what CDC did. But before I go there, my topic today will be on the N and neck. I call neck the honest crook. They don't lie. They steal. They tell you what they want. They're going to do for you, and you should pay them, and they will go ahead and accomplish it. They don't. There are people in next when they get two, three, four, five houses just by corruption. I will tell you today. But this is what neck try to. Neck is saying that they're not going to register people, re-register people who lost their voting cards. Okay, they said they're not going to do that, but they did it during the special elections, and we talk about it. I knew I got like almost five different guys. And in fact, I'm not calling it a boy, they call him Benedict Pan. They worked for me. They were on the campaign trail. He voted in District 12, but to my surprise, he voted in District 15 this time around. There's another kid from District 17. He gave the info. He said, "Listen, big brother, you know your boy, your son. You can always say your son. You know they say we should go and register. They're going to change our addresses because he's a sedition." He said, "But listen, big brother, I will eat the money." And I will tell you, he actually did vote against CDC. He's a sedition. He's a sedition. He voted in District 15, but the first election, he was one of our coordinators. He voted in District 17, but this time around, he voted in District 15 because this Tyler guy, he's the IT guy, went in there. Instead of replacing the card, they changed addresses. Now, they said they're not going to change, they're not going to replace lost card. But guess what they're doing now? Guess what next want to do? They want to replace cards. You know what they want to replace cards for? You won't believe it. It will be so surprising. You know, all the representatives, we know their trick. We know their trick. Look, I'm speaking from first-hand information. I know their trick. I was there 2018 for almost 6 months. Ran campaign. I slept in the bush. I went to places. I saw voting cards, almost 2,000 voting cards. They said, "Big brother, just pay. They will come and vote." I saw cards in Bonar Farm. Every one of them voted in District 14 for what his name said in Manigo, the representative for District 14. They all came from Bonar Farm. They got people who came from West Point, almost 2,000 people from West Point voted in District 13. And these are all Sir Joseph people. They got people who from District 4, most of them voted in District 9. May her soul rest in peace. Muna panels and voters. When I went in District 4 to register to campaign, the boss said, "This is where the bosses came." And everybody got $5 and they went and registered, and during the voting they came in. So all the even Akara's grave, people in District 8 still today don't believe it how Akara's grave won the District 8 in this going election. Akara's grave went as far as the border and brought people to register, and he went back and brought them back. I'm saying it, I'm not hiding it from nobody because these are information. I know some people say, "You got proof?" No, I don't have to show you paper. I don't have to show you no paper. No, I don't have to. But I'm telling you, this is what they do. They truck people from one place. Even Edwin Mervyn Snow took people from District 17. You see, District 17 is closer to Bombay Hills. So there was a lady who they call Man Fatu, who was one of our chair lady on the whole rice thing and giving people loan. And this girl to us said, "Listen, this woman never voted yet. But because my brother could not listen, he said, 'Oh man.' And on the day of the election, I personally drove to her house. And that lady was sitting there. I said, 'Oh, man, Fatu, you're not going to vote?' She said, 'Oh, I will go and vote.' And her entire household voted in Bommy Hills for Edwin Mervyn Snow. You see? Now, in District 5, most of Falah's voters, they came from different districts. That's where he got them from. That's the whole show been going on in Liberia. They truck one person. Even I will tell you today, Dixon Sibo, most of his voters came from District 17. These boys went into District 16 because District 17 is Banja area. Then that's where they went and they voted. But when it comes to the senatorial race, it was no problem because even if you register in District 6, you can still go back there and vote for senators. But when it comes to the representative positions, no. Now this is the whole thing. Fala, that's why I posted it because I got the info. They said, "Listen, there's a dangerous game coming on." The game here is that Fala is a Kisiga. Fala is doing everything. They try to convince because at the time cities were not too sure who's going to run. Now they're trying to convince NEC to replace lost card that the whole show now. That's the whole thing in it. They want to replace lost cards. In the process of replacing the lost card, Fala is doing everything to get people from Lofa County, any counties where they get mainly his tribal people, Kisi people. And I will tell you the Kisi people that are united. The Kisi people, they're trying to get every one of them. I will tell you today, you might find out of 100 Kisi tribe members, out of 100, I swear to my living God, you might find 10 who will understand the issue and got a principle. But I will tell you today, they believe in themselves in tribal business. That is why the Loma men respect the Kisi men. The Loma men call the Kisi men uncle. They always believe that the Kisi men are their uncle, whether you can be small or whatsoever. When you hear and this guy call him Fala uncle because he's a Loma and Fala or Kisi man. It's like Boaka and Gafuan. Gafan was taking or getting into the race and whatsoever. When the people from Lofa County say, listen, that your uncle. And that's it. So they are trying now. Don't be surprised when next come out again because they say they're not going to register. No, they're not going to replace no lost card until 2023. They will re-register and whatsoever. Don't be surprised. NEC will come out and say that they are going to replace lost cards. That is where they want to get seditions from other counties. This is what they want to do. They can lose any counties, but they want to get Montserrat County. They can lose any county. If it's stupid to you, fine. So be it. That is the information I gave you. Don't be surprised. The special election, we asked them, are they going to replace lost card? They said no. This gone election, the first special election when George Weah seats that my brother ran for, they never did it. The one that Geraldine do, last time they came out, they said, oh, we're going to replace cards. The replacing of the card, they started shifting people into District 5 and District 15 because they knew that, look, there's nothing we can do right now to win Dara's Dillon. So let's try we can put people in district. Now, this is what they want to do. They are doing everything to get people from the other counties, other seditions, to push them into Montserrat County to give them new cards in the process of replacing lost cards. You get it? Replacing lost cards. They are going to they contemplating on it. They think you're supposed to say, oh no, they will notice that they shouldn't do this because they already said they were not going to replace no card. Because even my sister voted in Bon County. That's where she registered. And you know the law in Liberia is so stupid. You see, in America, I moved from Wellingborough to Burlington. By the time I went to the office, by the time I changed my addresses, I got new voting card. But in Liberia, when you register for this, they can never have a registration again until after 6 years. So even if you move from Maryland to Monrovia, you can never vote again. You will have to go back to Maryland. What sense is that? All this thing is corruption. That is how they suppress the citizens. That's your right to move from place to place. You in Banga, okay, you in Monrovia, you decide, okay, I'm going to move back, I'm going to move to Lofa. Now to vote, you must come back to Montserrat County. And what makes it so special that I must go to Montserrat County to vote? Like my sister telling me, say, what's the interest in that? What's the benefit that I should leave from Monrovia to go over there to vote? When she lived in Monrovia, she been living in Monrovia almost her whole life. Jobs took her there. She registered there. She had to go back to vote. It's not fair. All these things are corruption. Why you are the senators and representatives? Look, the laws are always made by the representatives that come to the Senate. The representatives are the one who do this thing, but it's in their favor because they want. Let me tell you, that is why the first round of the election is always high. In the second round, no, because people have already stuck. They move from one district to another district now. They ain't paid their way to go back, so they can't vote in the second round. You see that? Or sometimes they pay their way to, then they went back home. Now they cannot come back to vote because guess what? They already gone back. So the first round always higher. Now, the man, I will tell you, people came from Buchanan and voted in District 15 for Ada Lawrence. Yes. So these are the things they've been doing. It's all corruption. It's not about stealing money, but you suppressing the people because you got the money. You prefer paying. Kia Zulu paid $10 for vote. He told them, he said, go and vote, I will pay you. He told them, please, but he said, you will have to give me 2 years because he paid for his vote. Even this lady, Francis came up bolded. That's why they never voted for her. She said, you understand, the last election, I don't owe nobody anything because I pay. She paid for the vote. It's all these things wrong. What the house is doing. And why you can pass laws that will help Liberians, for God's sake? If this man move from one county to another county that is right to vote, he don't have to go back to that same county, replace his ID, his voter ID. Eh? I've, I'm from Bullenboro. I moved just right next, just 2 minutes drive into Burlington. I got a new registration card, free of charge. Okay, like bro, we ain't got money, but free. You don't have to go back to go and vote for somebody. Eh? You have to go back to your place and you vote. But now, don't be surprised because the argument is on now. Whether they should do it or they shouldn't do it because people are going to watch it. So I'm calling on you. Y'all watch them. Don't be surprised because Fala doing everything that the only strategy because they either by hope or by crook they must win Moserado County because if they don't win Moserado County they cannot cheat in 2023. They will not cheat. So they cheating what they do. Please, I'm telling you guys, don't take it for joke. Do not take it for joke. If Darius Dillon, I texted you, I sent it into your mailbox. Do not take it for joke. They are doing everything to convince NEC for NEC to replace lost cars. In the process of replacing lost cars, they're going to bring all the men from different counties to come back into Moserado County and give their addresses there and redo. So you guys need to go now and look at the voter registration list. You all need to get it and start going through it because the fact is that some of the parties already got it. People has it already. So they are afraid. They are afraid. Two of the commissioners, which the guy never gave their names, are saying that they should do it until they complain. But once nobody complain, let them go ahead and do it because some people lost it. Then in the process, they will switch the addresses. That was the same thing they did with District 15. That is why they got people. They have people got voter registration card, but their name was not on the voter list. So that is what they want to do, and they will just flood the whole Moserado County with their people because Fala truck people already into District 5. How he going to truck people now into Moserado County? The only strategy now, they're trying to see if they can get the sedition, the die-hard stupidation, the wearings to come into Moserado and vote. I'm saying it sounds funny, but it's the truth. They are doing everything within their power. They're thinking how to do the cheating, but they believe that it's one of the best way. Because in the process of replacing lost cards, that's when they're going to start switching addresses around. I'm saying it, the hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Because we always love to overlook things. Some of the information we will bring it out. You don't have to say, oh, George, we are stole money, George, we are this. But these are fundamental rights. These are rights of the people. Why would you want to suppress? Because you believe that when you're in government, you steal more money. And seditious know they are living in denial. There is no way you can win Moserado County. But the strategies that they want to go with, it's easy for them to win it. If you don't pay mind, if you don't pay attention to it, it's very easy for them to win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Munel Keshen, aka The General, and I know I've been off for some time because of some deaths and other things. I just been and try to be very quiet for a little bit, but we will not stop talking. We're not going to stop talking. We're not getting paid. What I'm doing, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm using my own money, paying for software and do other things. You go on Facebook, you go on YouTube and whatsoever. You think you see behind me there, it's not free. It's something I pay for and I spend. Even the Zoom that I haven't brought. Some people say, why you can't bring this person? Look, I'm not worried about bringing people on my show right now. I'm not worried about who come on or who don't come on. But the fact is of the matter is that the message, I'm not going to come here and start insulting. Yes, sometimes you might find stupidness into my words. You will see stupid and idiot and whatsoever. But profanity sometimes kill the message. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed and I'm pissed off with certain things, and that will come off my mouth stupidness, stupid. But I'm not there to insult people. So I don't care how many people watch it, but the matter is that how where the message is going. So the real truth, again, and Sir Joseph is there too. The Kisi people, they have a meeting with all the Kisi tribe. The ones them who are Kisi, the whatsoever, they're trying to bring them into Morovia. But the hold up right now is neck. Neck. Two of the commissioners already agree, say, listen, we can do it. The other ones that say it will cause problem because the political parties already got the old voter list from before. Now, if you do make any changes there, it will be another problem. They say, oh, let's do it. They're not going to pay it. Let's do it. Because some of them lost their card. Yes. Some people really lost their cards. And I can give an example. My sister lost her card. Okay. So they say they're not going to replace any cards because they will be doing registration again for 2023. So that means when you already moved, then you get a new address. But that thing is BS. It's bullshit. That's some of the words we use. It's stupidness. Why will you suppress your people? According to the Constitution, every Liberian should have the right to vote. This is your right, your fundamental, your constitutional right to express yourself through your vote. But because you left from Maryland and you came to Morovia and you can never go back to Maryland because of money, so how are you going to vote? How are you going to vote? That is corruption by itself. These are the things the representatives are supposed to push on the table, and even talking about them dual citizenship. These are some of the things they need to push on the table. Then talking about some nonsense that aren't even necessary for us. Passing all kinds of stupid bills that they're not going to live by. The Abdullah A. Kamara bill that they're not even living by. Oh yes, Liberia is the first country that passed such a bill. But they're living by it? No. How many journalists have they whipped? A lot of journalists. How many died? Some have died already. And they're going after people. They're doing this. And Gaddafi, member of the death squad, former child stealer rebel. You understand? So these are some of the things we're talking about. These are some of the things. If you guys don't say it, I told Costa the other day on his show when I called, I said we need to talk about it. It ain't mean that you got to pay attention. You got to continue to say these things. But not, you don't have to do it. But let them know that we know. Let them know it's just like if you have a dream about someone or bad dream. Most of the time when you explain that dream can change into different things. If it was so bad, the person will take precaution. But if you keep it to yourself and it come to pass, you say, oh, yes, so they think I heard this thing here. But I'm telling you to my living God, that is what they're planning. They did it in the past election, but they concentrated in District 15. But District 15, Darius Dillon won District 15, but yet and still, they went back to, it's all okay for re-election, this and that, because it makes no sense. How can an opposition win District 15 and the other person lost? No way. And let me give you guys another common sense. I continue to give this common sense to sedition. Sedition, you are living in denial. You are not the party of the masses anymore. You are party of the asses because the M gone already. You already abandoned the M. So you're not in the masses anymore. You're not masses. When you take out the M, there's another four walls behind there. That's the one you are. Look at CDC head office today. Look at the headquarters. Since they took this body there, how many people go to that headquarters? CDC that you guys know. CDC. What kind of party celebrate 24/7? After election, you stay singing, you stay jumping up because that is the whole trick. That's what they want to put you. They're trying to keep you there. You will not get the job. You will sing for the next 6 years. Muya, 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 zegwe, 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 muya, muya. Before the chairman speak, you will say muya, muya, 17 minutes or 21 minutes. Oh, say Munadev, because of Munadev, we're going to recapture Mosrado County. Yeah, we're not going to give Mosrado County to any stranger. Oh, yeah. I know that Guillaume or that what kind of people. Well, we're not in no revolution. Look, that ANC from South Africa and whatsoever, that nonsense. You stop. You guys copy people too much. Who say what other one for who say? Who say? That thing kill you, man. Eh? George, we're not gonna get your job. There's a big division in CDC already. We know that. Chimama Wolokodi had been expelled. There are other people who are not happy. Right after the election. But let me make you guys understand. This is the one I will continue to put in your head. Maybe you don't get it yet. You see about 4 or 5% on Facebook right now. Every one of them got like 4 different accounts. The other one are all fake accounts. They continue to write the same thing. Listen, this Facebook is BS. All the thing I'm talking is BS. I'm only talking to you and myself in the diaspora. That nonsense. The people in Liberia don't listen to this. They don't see it. They don't see it. They don't see it. One man, Binto or who will write, and the Darius they don't like the Chinese like. The real guy is a T5. Y'all saw the staff for them yesterday. Thomas Fowler, who consider himself a good guy, the people that work in his office can't even take pay. Cannot even take pay. Y'all saw it for yourself. It's on Facebook. Thomas Fowler built school. Yes, he built schools in District 5. But who attending the school? Only people who get US dollar attend that school. Then I know small, then I know the community school. And where he got money from the building. That is same nonsense, the same corruption. People using government money because they're taking it from this way, chairman for the Ways and Means Committee, you don't know what I mean? Taking it from that plate, that plate, that plate. All kinds of place. Eh? And they're using it for themselves. Then they say they got money. Then you challenging Darius Dillon, who don't have money. Yeah, Darius don't have money. But what Darius Dillon got is integrity. What Darius Dillon has is honesty, empathy, trustworthiness, fairness. If you are honest, you are not downgrade or you will not suppress anyone. If you're honest, you will not undermine your boss. If you are honest, you will not kill. You will not steal. You will not lie. You will be truthful to the people you're serving. They're not serving you, you serving them. It's a privilege to serve. It's not a right. It's your right to contest. But it's a privilege for you to serve your country. It's just like playing soccer. We got a lot of beautiful, talented players. But playing on the national team or playing for a team is a privilege. It's not a right. You think it's a right that George Weah play for the national team? It's a privilege. That's why they saw him. They had other people better than George Weah. They had other people who play better than George Weah, but they never had the opportunity. You see? So all these things, we sit down, we don't have a sense, common sense. Now, in Montserrado County, from day one, CDC, National Congress for Democratic Change, in 2005, 2011, the percentage rate had been between 28%, from 26 to 28%. They have never crossed 30% until NPP and LPDP joined them. In Montserrado County, they had 38%. Second was the Unity Party. Third was Liberty Party. Fourth was ANC. I know some people say, no ANC, no, no, no. Listen to me. Montserrado County. In the overall calculation, ANC came fifth. Prince Johnson came second. Nima County got votes. They got voters. Okay. Now, all the other parties there got like 2-1. ANC, I think, had like 8%. So if you combine only the four parties, only the four political parties, if you combine their rates, their interest, the percentage, I'm sorry, CDC can win. Now, it make it worse because they're not popular anymore. There's a pressure group in Liberia called Council of Petra. Council of Petra is the biggest pressure group in Liberia, whether we like it or not. Council of Petra, they're almost like bigger than opposition. They got a lot of independents. We got a lot of independent people in Liberia. They vote for you, but they're not even registered. They vote based on whatever they want to do. Now, do you think that member of the Council of Petra, COP, will vote against Darius Dillon? No. They will not vote against Darius Dillon. They're not going to vote against Darius Dillon. Do you think that member of the four political parties, unless they register to vote, will vote against Darius Dillon in Mosrado County? No. They're not going to. They're not going to. They will vote for Darius Dillon. There is nothing can stop them for voting to go vote for CDC. Now, you got Alva Toba, who going as an independent. CDC former chairman, who raised a lot of money in America, did a lot for CDC, but were pushed aside by President Weah because he's too smart and he might overshadow George Weah. He's smarter than George Weah a lot of times. But I always say he made a mistake because he knew nothing why he supported George Weah. He can tell us. Maybe the only thing he knows, somebody just brought George Weah. But you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that George Weah was going to be a bad leader. For me, I figured it out after he became senator. So that one, they say only they say only fools don't change. Yeah. So, but other people believe that when George Weah president, he will make it, and some of us say nope. First fool, the man proved it at the Senate that he's not a leader. He proved it at the Senate that he's not a leader. He was a bobo. He was a senator who could not even ask questions, who can only murmur when a group of people talking. So there was nothing there to convince anybody that he could do what he never did before. When you see a leader, you know. Even on a football team, he was not a leader. Yes, I will tell you today, he was not even a leader on the football team. On IE team, Joshua have never been a captain. Maybe he might wear a captain band or whatsoever. Even on the national team, Joshua was not a captain for the national team. He was not. He wear the band on the field, and I said they showing that respect because he was a professional player. But he always been Mark Gacy and other people there who were the captain. It was never George Weah. Okay, now Alva Toba going to take vote from CDC. Alva Toba is not going to take vote for no opposition party. No opposition going to go to Alva Toba to help him or to say I'm going to vote for you. If anybody going to get on the side, and all the people that I see right now that supporting Alva Toba, they are all seditious. I have not seen one person to say, oh, I am from this party, but I'm supporting Alva Toba. That's a lie. If anybody try to do that, they try to pretend, that's a lie. They are not. They are sedition. Or maybe they were never part of anything, and this is the first time to get into it. It's a different thing. Now, DJ Blue, we're going to take vote from CDC. You're not going to take it from. So it's like Darius Dillon votes are all solid. Are all solid. So why would you want to cheat a man who's that's his time? George Weah had it before that nobody could say anything but George Weah. But you see, Ellen Johnson was a smart woman. When she said, "Nope, I'm not going to cheat George Weah in a senatorial race because I know that my son cannot win George Weah in Mosrado County. It will cause problem," and she decided not to be part of it. So that's the whole thing. But George Weah, who is power greed, who want to hold on, and he's not listening to his instinct, he's not listening to himself, he listens to other people to say, oh, let's do this. Who have brought division, former peace ambassador of Liberia, Republic of Liberia, he going on the national team, he bragged, I am the peace ambassador. He was paid. He had a budget of $5 million. Never set up an office. Yes, never set up an office. Peace ambassador. Nobody can show us one picture today that Joshua was in the disarmament place disarming people. Nobody can show us nothing. All the things the people talk about Joshua is in our mouth. Nobody can still show picture today Joshua winning refugee camp. Nobody can show us. I challenge people and nobody can show. I said the day I see it, I will never come on Facebook again. And I challenge Karika. I challenge Momodu Masekwe. I challenge Jacqueline, Rodney C, Adrian Hoff. I challenge them to show me a picture because nowhere Joshua ever went with all camera, with all journalists, because he was in his prime at the time. I challenge them to show me which of the refugee camp that Joshua stepped his foot on and stood up in front of refugees and say hello, and say hello. Yeah. In Sierra Leone, we're not on refugees camp. Okay, I went to school in Sierra Leone, but I went back there during the war. We're never on refugee. We were living in homes. But who went to Liberia, into Sierra Leone? Joe Nambo went to Sierra Leone. All the other former players were there. I.E. Barrow players, them, Upata Lawrence, and all the guys. And Joe Nambo even came down in Sierra Leone and even played at the Sheikh Stevens Stadium for the refugees team. And they were all behind Joe Nambo, but they didn't know that Joe Nambo was a professional, you know. And they were all running around. In Ghana, oh, Joshua never went there. The Liberian people went to Kings Bay Hotel to see where Joshua was stopping. In Ivory Coast, no. In Nigeria, no. I challenge anybody that will show me one picture. Joshua, listen, Joshua was not just an ordinary player. Every time you saw it, every time Joshua went to Liberia, when he was in his prime, he got journalists behind him. He got white people, photographers, other people behind him taking pictures. None of day Joshua ever entered to Liberia will know. In fact, there was a guy who were almost like a son to Joshua. They call him Chris. This way guy. So I challenge anybody who will produce one picture of George we are sitting down disarming children. No, no. Joshua said that he burned his house down during the war. They always say that. Oh, you people here, they burned my house. Do you know how many Liberians died during the war? Innocent Liberians. Do you know how many innocent Liberians' homes that were damaged? For George Weah, who play football, make money, will still be crying and saying that, yeah, when Charter burned my house down, you people are saying, he said in the church the other day, you people are here and nothing. You think George Weah is Liberia? You think George Weah better than other Liberians? No, no, no. Joshua ain't better than no Liberian. There are innocent Liberians who their parents and nobody ever worked in government and rebel killed them. Yeah, rebel killed them. And Yeke Koluba's and father-in-law, who he killed? He killed the Johnny Nan family. He killed Johnny Nan, and he's dead today. Do you know how many men that were slaughtered? Over 150 men were slaughtered in Riverside by George Bulley LPC. Do you know how many people were killed in Cape Mount with the Alaji Kroma group when it started? Do you know how many Liberians were slaughtered by Charles Taylor? You know that? Eh? Joshua House was right on 9th Street. Nobody looted Joshua House. Nobody touched the house. People were still living there even up to the April 6th before they left. Nobody touched it. In fact, they sent people there to protect that house. Joe Tate and whosoever, people protected that house there. But today, President we have the mind to lie to the Liberian people that his house was burned down. I challenge them. Nobody can say so. Nobody. Adrian Hoff, I challenge you any day. Eugene Amwe know nothing about George Weah. He know nothing about George Weah. Eugene Amwe just came to George Weah, so he know nothing. Yeah. Bunch of lies. Everything we say about George Weah is lies, lies, lies. George Weah spent $3 million on the national team. When you ask them what George Weah did for Liberia, or all the things he did for by playing, what about James Salesa Diba? What about Joe Namwe? What about Jonathan Sebwe? These guys left from Europe during the war and come home and play. They were all on the national team. They are heroes. They are. Massa Jr., Kevin Sebwe. All the guys, you think that Joshua alone? Eh? You think that Joshua alone? Do you know how much they owe some of them to? Yes. Joshua played a lot of players do it. Eto charter a whole flight for the Cameroon national team. Eto have transferred the entire national team into different places. You think Eto talk about it? No. That is why when God gave you the opportunity to get into certain place, you take leadership. That's where you spend. What you think they say America is the greatest country in the world today? America is a big country because America alone put more money into other countries than any other country in the world. That is why make America be the big. So if Joshua want to be the big brother among all the players there, he put his hands in his pocket. But James did not play for the national team. Whether he was happy or not happy, or rude or not rude, or refused sometimes, yes, Joshua never refused game. I know that. But that doesn't mean that we should lie that Joshua spent. Do you know what it cost $3 million? Some people don't know how many. Joshua played 60 games for Lone Star from time to last time he left. 60. How many games your team national team can play? Your team national team can play game every time? Eh? 60 games for Lone Star, according to record. 60. So I will give him all the 60 games. And I would say, okay, he transported the team $25,000 charter flight, all the games. It reached $3 million. It reached $3 million. But you see the thing here, if I go on YouTube, on Facebook right now, and Google, and I put the Munel Kishen worth $10 million and blah blah, it will be there for the rest of the time. But there's certain place that you will go and you will never see it. You can go to the Forbes magazine and you put it there and say, hey, no, no, no. You can go in the Forbes magazine and put on the site and put Eto. They will tell you about Eto. You put Joshua, they can't tell you nothing about Joshua. They can't tell you about his network. It's something you put there, is what they take. They will tell you, oh, the network of Joshua, you will still see $83 million. But the richest, the 20th richest soccer player in the world, the guy who is 20th on the list, he worth $80 million. King Pele worth $100 million. The highest on that list is Cristiano Ronaldo. Then you get Messi. They all like this. Eh. Then you get Eto, and get this ball from, you get Dragba. That's it on that list. You don't see nothing but George. Why you not there? Eh? But Liberians, we love to upgrade, to upgrade people for nothing. People, we make people think hard for no reason. We make them feel as if they are the greatest for no reason, and we suppress good people in Liberia. We suppress good people until the good people now trying to be bad people. The good people now want to be bad because they believe that Liberians only look for crooks. So some of them want to be crook. And because the crookedest thing they do in Liberia in the face of the people is a good thing. The thing that is good. You hear some Liberian guys say, well, at least Joshua and building a house in Liberia. By the time you say, they say what Ellen did, you still worry about what Ellen did. We all knew, we all got the information what Joseph Jiggin Rabba did. We all knew that Liberia been having bad leadership. We all knew that George Samuel Doe stole the election and brought war to Liberia. We all knew that Samuel Doe killed people in Liberia, one of the bloodiest coup. We know that. And we all knew exactly who killed Samuel Doe. And we know that Prince Johnson is still a senator after all the people he have killed. And today we see George Boletu, or representative, going to be a senator. These people who destroy our country today, these are the people that are in positions. These are the people in positions. I don't care what you get me. Yes, and let me tell you today. I know some people say, but what about Ben-Ayure? Ben-Ayure was not a rebel. Ben-Ayure worked for a rebel. So I don't consider him whether he's a rebel. Ben-Ayure, if you don't know, he was in Monrovia all the time, from Ivory Coast back to Monrovia. People say, oh, Ben-Ayure sold and purchased arms. But he explained it one thing over and over. When the president of Liberia telling you, I want you to disburse money from Maritime for Apache helicopter for Liberia, who are you to say no? The Liberian government wanted it. Eh? Okay. Like George, you are telling one of his directors and say, let's say we need this money. You tell him no, you fire. Yes. So if we will be holding people responsible for other people's action, then let Joshua take responsibility of Ellen bad leadership, Ellen problems. Because he worked with Ellen, he was on salary. Joshua never gave any report on the whole peace ambassador thing, the commission. He never gave report. He had one program. We didn't see that report today. Nobody talk about it. They seen sedition work in Ellen government. They were all working. They were on salary. They were on salaries. Joshua was on salary. He worked with Ellen. So why you can't talk about it? Oh, you want to take the road that Ellen initiated. So it was not even Ellen. The road was already there. Ellen decided that, okay, we pave this when she got ready. And let me tell you, we want roads in Liberia, but roads is not a priority for Liberians too. It's not. You get your people. You got to seek the well-being of your people. You got short-term recovery program that you handle. Then you prepare for the long one. It's just like if you go in a house and you get a bulldog that always hungry and you know you want to climb, you might end up giving that, you will give that bulldog a food that it will live on for that short time until you do what you want to do. You understand? The basic needs of Liberians. We all knew what Ellen did. We all heard Ellen admitted to corruption. Ellen admitted that she took full responsibility of her son's action, misappropriating $30 million in Noka. You heard that. And she regretted that she was unable to unite the Liberian people. What else can Ellen do? With all her things, she left everything intact. She had everything intact. But because of greediness and envy and wickedness, you dismantle everything that she left. You fire everybody and left a president to take care of ministry. What you expect a deputy or assistant minister to carry the damn computer, carry everything that he want to carry? Yes. Assistant ministers, they are technicians. They are. To show, something I was thinking about the other day. I said Liberians, we so backwards until we believe that for you to be the minister of finance, you must be an accountant or economist. That's a lie. You don't have to be a medical doctor to be or administrator at the JFK hospital. You don't have to. It's an administrative position. Even finance, the deputy minister for debt management also, these are the people who are the technicians. They're the ones to be. Okay, fine. If you get a finance minister who, or economist, that's good. But these are all administrative positions. But in Liberia, you got to be a medical doctor, and they say to GFK to be the chief administrator there. You got to be a medical doctor. Or you got to be a medical doctor before they make you minister of health. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. But we got a president who said he got his first degree in England in sports management. He got his second degree in business administration, his third degree in business administration, and he got 2 honorary doctorate degree. But yet and still, he do not prove it. He cannot argue. Okay, let's forget about the degree. You see, paper, all these things here is just a paper. When you go to school, when they say congratulations, you have completed, they give it to you. It means that you are ready and prepared to be trained for what you just learned. If you take that paper and just put it down like this and don't do anything, it's for nothing. If you don't show it and prove it, it's for nothing. If you're looking at he and calling it she, and you're in that kind of position, you not know Ghanaian to say maybe you get accent problem. You making mistakes and you making you if the rice price they had and budget shortfall, and when the rice price go up, you reduce the price down so everybody who trying to make ends meet can be able to get it. Why you can't do it? Eh? You refuse to go for debate, just an ordinary debate to ask you question and answer. You don't have to be an economist to go and answer economic question. Give your common sense. Some will be good and you just answer it the way you understand and done with it. So I'm vexed with the one you say budget shortfall and whatsoever. Because right in America they both do the same thing. They are not economists, but they gave me a little small idea that ain't make no sense. Once they answer it, that's it, they're gone. That the journalists can be talking, but they will still go for that debate. Even they give wrong information, they will do fact check, but they still go ahead and give the debate. Our president had an interview the other time, a made up interview because he had a question. They asked the president about agriculture. The president said, and I quote, that he got 2 farms in Sano. And they asked him, Mr. President, when are you going to harvest? He said the people already in Sano harvesting, and he told them to eat the food. President, we get farm in Sano. And he showed it. Darius did not challenge him. If he should, I will resign. The president lied a lot. I don't know, he and Donald Trump are related. The man lied on everything. He lied to the international community, the whole world, saying that he put $3 million aside for small business, and you give them fiaco. Oh, I will give them, will give them free light. Fiaco. Your own representative asked you, you verse. Solomon George. He talked about it, you verse. Yeah. You here today with Muna Pen on death. You're all over the place, sinking, celebrating her death. Let her rest in peace. She came from America, went home, tried to meet you, to talk. You never gave her audience. We heard it. We heard it. We heard it. Never gave her audience. But today, you're all over the place using her name. Look at CDC head office. Empty. Empty. Then you're still talking about winning elections. You're talking about winning elections. President, when you won, let me tell you something today. When you won the election, right after the elections, everybody gave up. All the oppositions gave up. You can call us opposition, fine. They gave up. Said this man is popular. When this guy do the right thing, nobody can contest against him now. We just have to wait until his time is over. But this is a mistake they made. From the day George Weah was installed, they started running campaign for 2023. But you see, no sense. They ain't got sense. They ain't got sense. They thought government get money. So we start building the rules and start doing things at the same time we eat it. When money come, we do it. We make sure in the next 2 years, if you can eat, I will get ready for you that you don't blame me. That George, we are right there. That is saying. Take what you can take now, because in the next 2 years, if you don't put yourself together, that's it. Yeah. That's it. If you don't put yourself together. So they thought of how government worked. They no plans. They took over with no written plans. All the way they had the educated people, Dr. Tappe and Toga McIntosh, all the guys. They had it on paper, that's true. But when Joshua took over, before he took office, he dissolved the council. Because the council was the one that's supposed to vet people who and recommend names to him. He took the trick of Ellie Johnson, he dissolved that council. He said, F you, I'm in charge. Ellen gave him the playbook. Ellen too did it to her council. Ellen had a council. You see in Ghana today, you see why? Ghana get a council, and that guy still going by the council. You see, we need leaders that will hold themselves, their stomach, and get and fight the corruption in the best way possible. Nobody say you're not going to eat. Nobody say you're not going to eat. Africa, there's so many ways the president can enjoy himself. But when you start building all these mansions and we knew that you never had it before, then it's so bad. Another guy told me that, my man, how you see the man get money? The office, the budget of the president alone is almost $4 million, and his salary. So I said, oh. So you won't tell me when the year start today, they take the $4 million I give to the president, or they give the $2 million, say this is your office budget. So he build houses. They tell you the how it's supposed to work. This president got over 11 houses in rehab that he purchased. Bought a brand new house in Ghana compared to the one he had before in a nice neighborhood. In that neighborhood, and I know small people live there. He got one in Senegal. Then the ones that he building in Liberia. Oh, so then you see the president. This president acquired more properties than any Liberian president in less than 3 years. All the property right now, I think that he did already. The only one he broke down was the 9th Street, and he put the best house in the country. It's good. But he will answer a question one day. Right now, you got proof? No, we can't show you proof. He's the judge, the jury, and the executioner. You can't go in the government and say show him proof. But at that judge, we are exposing his asset and see if they will not trace it. They will trace it and will find out. They will find out. Okay, let me look at some of the comments here.
Sometimes I don't see all the comments. Oh, hi, Bishop. Sis, hey, Anahad, what's up? Victor Jones, how are you? How are Ashley Kamara? Hello, ma'am. And Jatu Morris, hi. Eddie, Pauline, how are you? Okay, Sin Jatu, hi, brother. Anthony Gay, I'm sorry, I did not know you were on. Don't worry, Gay, don't worry. I know you never knew that. Okay, Gadia Jones, hi, my Zoe Roberts. Okay, Samantha Jones. Hey, long time, Samantha. How are you? Victor Kaiser. How's everything? Albert Moore. Winham. Melvin Dishi. Long time, my man. William Toucher. Eh, Alexander Coleman. Welcome. Political Protest Nation. Watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, my own man. Dolo. Welcome, my brother. Henry Moore from all the way Australia. How are you, sir? Okay. All right. If anybody want to come on, I can bring you on and just request. I will bring you on if you want. If you want to add your voice to what I said, that is the plan right now. Lydia Jones, how are you? And Rosetta Johnson, that is the plans of the CDC party through President Weah, who said that they should do anything. He will, if it costs him to spend $4 million right in Montserrado County. In Montserrado County, $4 million he's prepared to spend. He prepared to lose other counties just to get Montserrado. He prepared. So what they're doing, y'all will hear it, but they're still fighting it. NEC want to replace cards that was lost. Now, in the process of replacing the cards, they want to swap addresses with some people. Like what happened during the Gone election, the by election. There were people who have pictures and the names were different. We saw that. But they are afraid because the eyes are on them. The eyes are on them. They know. So they want to bring people from all over, register them because they're good at it. They're good at transporting people. It won't cost them nothing. It's just to go and get their partisan from other places and bring them to Morovia and register and then keep them around the city. We all know that. We all know. But it will be so shameful and disgraceful. President Weah, the lover boy of Liberia, turned to be the worst. Only President Weah can bring peace to that country. God first. When President Weah tell his people in CDC, say, shut the hell up. I am president of Liberia. They already got your back. It's like what Barack and the black people here. Barack knew that the black people got his back. So what he did, he concentrated on the white people. Eh? President Weah cannot speak to different group. President Weah only speak to seditions when he going. You must know it's so bad now they have to transport 2, 3 buses of people before President Weah arrive in an area. President Weah just don't go to any place. He cannot. Yeah, he cannot. If President Weah going to a Universal Library right now to speak, they will have to take the people there and shove them all in the audience and stop other people from going there because nobody want to be, they don't want for Japan to be boo. Why? Or leader, you must take criticism. Leaders, you must take responsibility. Eh? So no matter what Joshua do, Joshua can come back today and get $1 billion and put it in the economy. People will still talk about the corruption because the corruption overshadow the government. Eh? I'm saying that these guys are corrupt. They're trying to steal the elections. Eh? So tell me, Fala, what Fala did in District 5 that everybody think that he's okay to beat Darius Dillon? Can Fala cut his salary to 5,000? I beg you. I beg you. He can't even pay his staffers. Over almost a year, you can't pay them. What they been doing? Cutting the staffers' money and putting in a pocket. You come, they say, okay, we'll give you 400. Then at the end, after when the pay come, you take two, they take two. What kind of wickedness is this? But everybody, oh, we want to know what Darius Dillon doing with his 14, $24,000. We want to know what Darius, oh, Darius Dillon is this. Darius Dillon paying people for them to name their children after him. Look at stupidness. You know, someone post, I don't know your librarian, but why I can answer the kind of post. I listen to Freedom F, not Freedom F, right? Freedom says the worst station in Liberia. T-Max station. You listen to people that call that station. You ask yourself, is that Liberia? You listen to Freedom FM, you give her. That where that other boy who called himself sedition and slash and mayor said that Darius Dillon was hanging up with Robert Salif in bed. Now he will come. But these were the same people when Moluba Molu said that Jefferson and Akara's grave, Joia molested them. President Weah molested them. It came from the chairman of CDC. The chairman of CDC, the same man who said the president cannot sleep with women and get a job. The same man who said that President Weah go out, solicit money, took money and put it into his personal account when they gave it to him. It came from the mouth of CDC. And to show they can cheat, the CDC chairman went to the house and said that the election commission is so corrupt. How can Darius Dillon win District 15 and Taylor Ure lost? That means the election commission are corrupt. We said it before, but nobody listened to it. Nobody. That was the point we were making. It's impossible for opposition to vote for Darius Dillon and vote against Taylor Ure. No way. It cannot happen. And some people brag about it. Oh, y'all come here. Let Costa come to America, to Liberia. You will see. We will kill him. You kill Costa, it's still going to make no difference. You kill me, it will not make no difference. You kill whosoever, it will not make no difference. You kill Darius Dillon because at the plane. You're trying to eliminate him. You're trying your best to eliminate Darius Dillon. But that's all nonsense. When you do your job, you work for the Liberian people, the Liberian people respect you. People had doubts on about Darius Dillon when he got there. Let me tell you, white chicken, you praise them too much, sometimes they jump in the oil. Darius Dillon is a human being. Nobody says Darius Dillon will not make mistakes. But my people, be smart enough. How did you know? How you got to know? How you got this information about senators making 15,000? Who told you about the actual salary of a senator? Darius Dillon. We never knew that senators were receiving $2,000 extra for scholarship. Nobody knew about it. Eh? You knew about it? No. They don't want to say, oh, Darius Dillon going agriculture break. Darius Dillon building a place, whether he's senator or not, he says it's not for him. You don't build it and say it for you. Other than building school, Edwin Snow going back, he won't be senator, he won't do this, he won't do that. These are the same people who sat in the house there and made worse decisions. Today, Liberian people are crying and they want to be senator. Eh? And they want to be senator. So, Mr. Young Man saying that Darius Dillon are gay. But we heard the news here that said Joe, we have molested Jefferson Koji. And even before everybody had problem with George, we had to say Joe, we are sleep with both man and woman. But now you want to take it and turn it around. When you talk about it, some people get vexed. Oh my man, you're not supposed to say it. Oh, but the other post you say it. The other post you say, just like Donald Trump. Just imagine the whole everybody knew that everybody knows Donald Trump is a crook. But he look at Hillary and call Hillary a crook. So before you even think about it, he will be the first to tell you about yourself. Things that he know that he doing, he will tell you. Yeah. President Ria is a crook too. Where's the first lady of the Republic of Liberia? Where is our first lady who's got a budget in our budget, got a money in our budget, who building and place there for what 200 girls, open her own foundation? How can we allow a first lady open a foundation? Why she never did it before? Then I see Liberian people, Liberians, we it's sad. Oh, it's sad. Can anybody tell me what Clyde Weah ever did in Liberia when she was the wife of the soccer player George Weah? Can anybody tell me when the last time Clyde Weah went to Liberia and distributed gifts to the children when her husband, or millionaire, or professional soccer player? Can anybody tell me? No, nobody can tell you. But today I hear people calling, oh God, you look in Basel, Liberty Farm by Michael Duncan, George Weah brother-in-law. You think he have money? You know what kind of life that man live in America? Joshua the one that changed that family. I agree. But you know what kind of life he was living in America? You think he was a decent guy? You think he was you know Jamaican, sorry for saying it, you know Jamaican they get a lot of gays. Let me make you to understand. You ask Michael Duncan if he married. Yeah, let them ask him. He the one managing a store in that place there, and it went down in 1 year. In less than a year, it went down. Now woman ain't got nothing to lose. In America, her name is Clara Duncan. She do not use Weah. She started using a Weah name now when George Weah filed in for his resident then citizenship. But she still filed by herself. All the property in America is in her name. It's in her name. It's in her name. Why you think that kid got pissed off about the house that they were trying to put in his name? Because he paying taxes now in America. Americans, when you go out to work and you file your taxes, they will ask you, they announce it, so they want to know. They announce it. And then every day will speak. Oh, no peace. You guys are hateful. This and that. Joshua need to make peace for himself first. You stay holding things that happened 30 years ago against other people. But Liberian people, you need to stand strong. You need to teach Joshua a lesson. You need to give CDC a nice, fairway treat. So when they lose Monserrato, they will understand that no, it's over for them. Because Joshua is doing everything. He can lose any county. He just want to win Monserrato. And when he win Monserrato, that means he got an opportunity to take the general election in 2023. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Don't take it for a joke. You watch the photo registration list. They're going to come up to replace lost cards. They're going to come up. And guess what? Just to be on the good side, just what the government did, they say, oh, we pay neck for the lost card that the whole show because they wanted for CDC to do that stuff. They are the government. They can do anything, my people. Ellen did her own. Ellen controlled that place. She got a lot of stuff in there. Okay, I'm going to close it up with the former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I know some people got mad at Costa and Ayen and Mo Ali, other people, all the nice Unity Party members. Look, guys, Boyka served Ellen for 12 years. That means he was trustworthy, he did his best, and he worked with her. And she could not give in return her support to the same man. She supported Joshua publicly, indirectly. Everybody saw it. You left your vice president. You took President Weah on a groundbreaking to Lofa County, on his way to Lofa. You left your vice president. That was shameful. Then you say that nobody should talk about Ellen. Wickedness, wickedness. Your vice president, the man who served you, who never argued with you one day, who gave everything to you, you did not support him. You took an opposition. It's like Barack Obama leaving office and taking Donald Trump to go ground break and go somewhere else. Ellen did it. Then you say nobody should talk about it. Then you're in the CPP. Guys, if this CPP going to break up, it's going to start from UP. It's going to start from UP. And UP thinks that Ellen got control of NEC. Let me make you to understand that's truth. Ellen got over 4 million names, dead names in there that still nobody can find out how to take it out. People believe that Ellen is relevant. Yes, so she's a political Maradona. She's the one in Liberia. She got strengths and whatsoever. Oh, she knows the international community. Everybody this. So we got to hold her. You don't even know that whether Ellen coming back to destroy your party for good. Because Ellen is protected by President Weah. Ellen people are still doing business in Liberia. Ellen people doing business in Liberia. Diamond business in Cape Man. Her brother, whosoever son, all of them. Eh? She knows she can't do it to commies. Ellen know that she can buy commies, and nobody can buy commies in Liberia. Commies is the man, oh, he's the poo power, commies this. But trust me, commies is the God fresh. But if you think you got anybody with the contacts, oh, Ellen get contacts, that's not true. Commies got contacts too. He know a lot of people the same way. He's a businessman. He travel. He sit with presidents and other people. Is that he quiet? Ellen going back to you guys who don't know. Let Ellen come up publicly and criticize George Weah. Whenever they ask Ellen about George Weah, she said nothing. Or they say, yeah, sometimes former president don't criticize the other president. Oh, yes, but George Weah criticizing her. Yeah. Oh, former president can't say this. But then get out of politics. Then don't be active. Former president can campaign for their party. Then let her hear her. Let her come up and speak for Unity Party. So what was the secret meeting all about? What was the secret meeting? Say, tell us. Barack Obama can go and campaign for Democratic Party. Other guys go and campaign for the Republican Party. Why Ellen Johnson cannot go out and make the case for Unity Party or make the case for Bwaka? Then you'll say nobody should criticize her. When we saw everything that happened, my people, for God's sake, man. You think the few people she gave scholarship to because they got scholarship and whatsoever. What about the Zogos that increased on Ellen Johnson? What about the Zogos? You think by having one little small little program and let them go there and they can't find food and they end up leaving and sold the books? You think that's the program? Then you say they shouldn't criticize Ellen? You know, sometimes I can ask myself, why even Unity Party? Why? Unity Party is irrelevant. Nobody in Liberia wants Unity Party. But to keep Unity Party alive, you must be a part of other people. The real truth. You think Liberian people really want to see Unity Party after 12 years? Eh? I respect Omen Bwaga. He's a decent man. He's a decent man. But most of you guys doing all these things just for your own selfishness. That, oh, when Unity Party held the CPP, then some of us will get jobs. Which is true. Because you guys were in there before enjoying. But what we say here, we express ourselves. I'm not the leader of CPP. I'm not a leader. I'm not speaking for no political party within the CPP. But we will talk to ourselves and make us understand, listen, guys, you cannot come and attack a man when we know this former president was not good at all. This former president was not good. Her first year, fine. Second year, third year, her second term was worse. Corruption was all over the place. She could not even stop it. We say, oh, we all family. Eh? You took that was the worst thing ever you can do to anybody. So even if Ellen did good, I would not consider her goodness for you to betray your vice president because of your protection. Because of your protection. You have already been protected under the Constitution and nobody can prosecute a former president for whatever corruption acts carry on in 61. Eh? Nobody. You carry George Weah and broke ground with George Weah. What can you do to a man? You could just put Bwaka on firing squad. You talk money. We look, news don't hide. Money come through, they went through NSA and came back to President Weah. All that $500 bill. The $10 billion extra that was printed. So what else? Then you say they shouldn't say nothing about Ellen Johnson. They are talking on Costa. I dare anybody talk about me. I dare anybody. Me, I'm looking for position. I'm looking for position. And nobody gets shit to tell me. She's witch. Librarian man says she eat wish. She destroyed a lot of lives in Liberia. People who she had problem with. She damaged them. You think what time will you die by this time? She damaged Tom will you? She's a political Maradona. She got a contact. Yeah. A lot of people are doing. She spent a lot of money out of the country just for PR, for people to understand. She turned Charles Taylor over, which I don't regret it. It's yes, fine. But what about the innocent people in Liberia that Ellen Johnson was part of, and they damaged their lives? The Zokos. Why they should increase? Why? This president could have at least put them on little stopping of $25, send them to school, give them 2 years of the time, and tell them, say, listen, you are into this trade school for 2 years. We'll give you $25 every month for your little thing. You got 2 years to graduate. When you graduate, if you're a mechanic, you will go and work with GSA. If you're a carpenter, you will work with GSA. You will start building chairs and desks for all government offices. After 1 year, you're free to work wherever you want to, or we can employ you. She never did it. Ellen gave a lot of people scholarship. A lot of people. Some of my relatives benefited for it. It's not that she gave it because we had to bribe to get on it. My two, my nephew and my nieces had to bribe $500 each to get on our education scholarship to go to Morocco. May her soul recipe, my sister. She said, I said, but they passed. She said, yes, they already qualified, but we must give this. For what reason? She know. Then we have to look for ticket money. We had to look for ticket money. And they went to Morocco. We had to be paying school rent because Liberian government could not pay the share. So let us show us some of the Zogos that Ellen Johnson transformed. Or some of the Zogo that George we are transforming today. But we steal millions of dollars. We can trade that money and use it for people that deserve it. You can put $5 million into a Zogo program, and in 5 years, you will cut it down into 50. I swear to God. Yes. In 5 years, you will cut that entire thing they call Zogo. You will not even hear the name again. You get a lot of buildings in Liberia. You take the Bele Yara, it's not a prison anymore. Redo the entire Bele Yara to an institution or technical school. Put a football field, basketball court, dormitory, nice where the children will sleep. Other people will pay. It's a government institute. Other people will send their children to Jadiha Boston Institute. You put an announcement out to all kids who don't have parents or whatsoever. We know that yes, you left school long time, but you need to know 1 plus 1 to be a mechanic in Liberia. You can be a mechanic who all know how to read and write. They get plenty in Liberia. They can know the practical. Mechanic, masonry, carpentry. You don't got to worry about going to learn. Yes, they will teach you like 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, how to measure and whatsoever. But this program is a 2 years program. You got a place where they'll make farm. They grow their own food. At the same time, they get in a little stipend. They feed them 3 times a day. They go for sports. They put them into the into sports and all they practice and whatsoever. They change their life. You give them clothes, nice clothes and whatsoever. They live in there. When they're ready to come to town, you put them in a bus. You bring them to town. You fix that road going to Better Yala. I think road going there now. Change that whole name. And you guarantee them this is what you're going to get. And when you finish, you will work with the government at least for another 1 year. You'll do your practical and we'll be paying you. After that 1 year, what happened? If the government want to employ you, they employ you. If you want to do something else, you're free. In 3 years, not everybody going to come out, but majority will come out and they will be self-sufficient and they will be men for themselves. And they will never look back to go to that place. You gave them a career that people need in Liberia. Yeah. It will cut costs for government. Government need to go to no Lebanese man and go buy chairs and whatsoever from the places. They will start fixing decks and start putting it into business. They will do it from better and send it over. You can also take the license plate machine and send it there for them to train on it how to do it. They're doing farming, they're doing all the different stuff. Simple. It's because they want to steal. One man will take $10 million. One man. But all this thing boiled down to the leader. All the thing boiled down to leader. When the leader is corrupt, everybody's corrupt. Simple. They're not no rocket scientists. This one not no Harvard thing. No, it's not. But we got the people still in the independent building, still in the new housing authority bank area there, still in that place living by themselves. They sleep on the floor. They own drugs, killing themselves. But when election time coming, we know them. Then we go into the ghetto to go talk to them because we want to vote. That is shameful. Then we shouldn't talk about it. Then Unity Party, oh, because you're part of CP, we shouldn't talk about it. Because of or the badness of other parties, ANC is going through hell today. ANC is going through hell. Yes, I agree. Every Liberian has the right to participate. Even Prince Johnson want to join the CPP, he can join himself. But that doesn't mean that we can't tell him what is it. It mean that they can prosecute him when they come with the war crime code. You must serve your time. If they call your name, fine. If my brother is part of it, call his name. If I'm part of it, call my name. Yeah. Whole woman president. Then you telling us that rape is billable in Liberia. Because who rape in Liberia? All big people. All responsible men. Then in this government, it's worse. In this government, it's worse. How in the world that the president will not know when the president only controls Montserrat County because that's where he operating Monrovia, and still he don't know. He don't even speak on it. You only go give State of the Union, then you come talk about domestic violence. You think that nonsense like people want to hear about domestic? You think we want? Oh, when you go to say, but everything in domestic violence? No, 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 no. Yes, it could be in there, but we want to hear the word rape. There should be a hard law coming down. You won't hear no representatives even coming up to say, yes, we need to pass this bill. We need to come down hard on something. Now, if some parents get pissed off now and see a man who raped his daughter, his little daughter, and kill that person, then you go after them and arrest them. Yeah, yeah, today, Dara's Dillon brother were attacked by a criminal. Self-defense, police say, you kept it in jail. What do you think Dara to succumb? Man, it's not fair. A killer can walk free. A man who criticizes the government can go to jail or can be killed. But nothing lasts forever. Where is Samuel Dale today? Where is Charles Taylor today? You don't know how your own going to turn up. You don't know. You don't know. So United Party people will not too sure whether Ellen playing a good game or not. We don't know. We're not saying Ellen should come out and criticize Joe, but let Ellen come out now and speak for CPP because since United Party is in the CPP, let her come and make the case for CPP and say CPP will do a better job than George Weah. Then we know she's serious. Let Ellen Johnson come out. Don't criticize George Weah, but just come out publicly say I support the CPP. Let her come out and say it. That's the question you ask, Madam President. Who you supporting for the senatorial race? She will say, well, anybody Liberian people want to take. But this was the same one who begged the Liberian people, you all gave me chance, you all gave me chance. Yeah. Hypocrites. Yeah. Hypocrites. You're making it look you want to carry your old data. Your think Liberia, like America, people follow you based on your performance if it's okay. If this government with all the corruption, they were helping other people, they still were going to get the supporters. They still were going to be standing with a lot of people. Once this person helping that person, another person helping that person, the person eats something you yourself you eat, this government will come to be okay. But because the government too mean, they only keep it to themselves, to few guys. So so George we have preferred the 14 counties to go and he win Montserrado County, willing to spend $4 million. So you watch NEC. If NEC come out and say they want to do registration or replace lost card, the news is already out. The news is already out. Yeah. The news is already out there. How are you, Mr. Philip? Thank you, Pushpa. Oh, friends and Waller, you watching me? Mm. Okay, Sarah, and Double. Now you the one. By the time I said this, but Joe, we are you fan? We know him good, yeah. He said we criticize Joshua for everything. I blame Joshua for the peace. There's no peace in our country. Joshua is the president of Liberia. He's the father of the nation. The father is the one that's supposed to preach peace to his children. But how there will be peace in Liberia when there's no peace within CDC? No peace in CDC. There's a split all in CDC. CDC just like got plenty chips right now. CDC living on life support. They only waiting to take out the plug. They living on life support. After Joshua CDC done, nobody can praise CDC. You're listening to Moluba Molu. You're listening to him. Then you will understand that CDC is dead. He don't know how to campaign anymore. He know what to say. Y'all look at the head office. Oh, CDC and Muna pen on death and strengthen us. Y'all go look at them. Y'all look at them. The same Muna pen who left and went to Liberia, she couldn't see Joe. Yeah. But y'all listen to that speech. That speech, she was sending a message to CDC that there's a problem within CDC. She said, "I'm going to the sycamore tree." When Namuslaw died, President Weah went to Namuslaw place. He visited her, nope. But they were so embarrassed. Nambuslo died before Muna Pena. Why CDC never put the mat down, or they were waiting for Muna Pena death? Mm, no, a little surprising to me. You know something? Something you're not too right. This man died 2 weeks ago. There was no mat to CDC. There was no book open. This man John CDC right after the election. There was no book of condolence open for people to go and sign. No. Muna Pena died today. The president went there the next day. They battled in the country in 3 4 days. But this president never visited a Namushlo era because he's not a real sedition. Damn it. George Manawia. Oh, the man is a divider in chief. You know, I feel sorry for CDC. Sometimes it's funny, we make fun out of it, but these guys deserve a lot of things that they're not. But you know, they say that leadership starts from the home. How you take care of your kids, how you train them, that is for form of leadership. But Joshua never had it, you know. But it's sad, and it's sad. It's very, very sad. I don't know what president we are going to do. Yeah. I don't think President Weah will run this coming 2023. Just how he left the football game, that is how Joshua going to quit the presidency. He will just come and say, "Oh, I'm not going to contest," because he don't want to go down without disgrace. And I hope he don't act like Saul, because Saul ended up committing suicide because he was so embarrassed. Yeah, George Manawia. Thank you guys for watching. Share this video. My name is Munel Keshen, aka The General, and I know a lot of people surprised why I'm out today. And also, don't forget the Invisible 11 is coming back. We are trying to get our Invisible 11 team from the third division into to see how best we can climb back to the first division. So I'm encouraging all Invisible 11 fans be a part of it. I'm telling you, I trust the people in Liberia who in charge, and there's not no who names. And like Banama's sister, she one of the person who really love IE, and we used to go there. And you got Eric Daniels, you got Saint Chibley, the coach. So please, you let's do what we can do to make a little contribution. We're trying to transform the entire IE organization in America that will seek the interest of, will seek each other interests. And we're trying to transform IE in Liberia that it should not run on one person pocket anymore because that is what damaging the team. So if John Brown got money and by the time John Brown leaves, nobody can take care. So we want for I to be that IE with business doing other stuff. So please guys, some of us will be calling you guys. We're even thinking about creating a goal forming for IE. This is not politics. Some people still bring it into politics, and somebody saw me on the chat room and said, "Oh, hey, you were talking about George Weah and you blocked me on your show." Hey, I blocked you on my show. So what? We're talking about IE. That is the team that we had that gave us little joy and to make us feel good, sometimes. But please be a part of it. And also, the Boss County Old Timer Sports Association will be having a rebranding of the Box County Old Timer Association. Will be on the first week in August. And now Boss County will be open to men and women to register because we want to take it to the next stage. And also don't forget special birthday treat in advance to Henry Pedro Costa. And he will be celebrating his birthday, I think, on the 6th, if I'm mistaken, or on the 8th. And we'll be having something in Delaware on the 12th. And the public is invited. I know people say, "Oh, politics." No, it's got nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with politics. Henry Costa, whether you like it, he's a Liberian. He's a fine gentleman. You can be a part of it. If you don't want to come, fine. You see, I would say this. Dara's somebody. I think Dara's posted that picture. All these things never used to happen are happening now. Even during the Charles Taylor time, there were people from Unity Party, NPP, they were still enjoying and they still moving on and talking. And they were still working. Ellen Johnson time, it was the same fun. They sit together, everybody argue. Who Ellen this, but nobody. But this time now, you cannot do it because all the guys are afraid. Because Joshua has one policy: my enemy is your enemy. Once you are friends or closer to Joshua, Joshua's enemies should be your enemies. So when they see us in the street, they don't speak to you, they don't talk to you, they're scared to talk to you. I don't need to call names, but it's so sad. They see you today, they refuse to talk to you because they don't want Joshua to see you. Like some of us, not they talk to other people. They talk to other people who don't show their faces, but like for us, hey, they are afraid. The other day I put something on Facebook. The whole world start calling me that why I got to post it because Joshua don't want to talk. Joshua don't want to see me. So and why I got to put this person picture. And, that was so bad. That was bad. But why? Why? So we'll be in Delaware on the 12th. There will be games and other stuff. There will be the and we'll play among ourselves. Costa will be turning 38 years old. You're a very young man, and I will be the MC for that day. Yes, and not too much talking. And I will also be there, be doing my thing. We'll go live with it. We'll be well protected, wear our masks, and we'll be out there to just celebrate that day. And there's nothing much. It's not politics, but it's just to socialize with our friends with him, and just to congratulate him and tell him thank you for reaching the age of 38. You understand? So a special birthday treat to my friend and brother. He always called me big brother, and I respect him a lot. And he doing things that some it take us time to sometimes do. And I'm happy that when he said that he was not going to Liberia, which is good because you can try it right now. They might end up quarantining you for months. And who feed you? Who do this to you? Okay, so that's it. So we will be celebrating our day in Delaware. I know some of the seditions are pissed off. Oh, you're going to celebrate? Yes, we're going to celebrate Henry Costa's birthday. Whether you like it or not, that's your business. But we are going to celebrate his birthday. So you are invited. There will be no politics on that day. Trust me, I promise you. There will be no politics. I have the microphone. And yes, you can be in your leg gathering, but there will be no politics. There will be nothing mentioned about CDC or whatsoever. Nothing. You understand? But I can't promise you that member of the COP will not want to speak. I cannot promise you that member of the CPP will not want to say happy birthday. So if CDC want to say happy birthday on that day and you are sedition, feel free. You are well protected. And once I'm there, you are protected. So if you're sedition and you want to come up and say, listen, Henry Costa, we have our differences when it comes to politics, but I want to say happy birthday. God bless you. Wish you the best of luck. You are free to do so. And also, don't forget if you want to make a contribution to it, just go on the site there. You see friends of Costa and whatsoever, and make your contribution. It's the only thing you can give him. Just give him a little gift. The gift can be anything. So we will be there on that day doing our stuff. We'll have the T-shirts that carry his picture, and also we'll be doing other things on July 26th. So far that's it. And once in a while, I will be coming on and off. Sometimes I come early. I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesday, and we'll continue the conversation. Trust me, we're not going to sit back and allow things to happen. It will happen whether we like it or not, but we must speak the truth. Let us stop living in denial. I will tell you today, I was one of the person who said beating CDC in Monrovia, Montserrado County is hard. But when that thing started coming down, I never had a doubt anymore. I even put my neck on the line during the Darius Dillon. I said, if you win Darius Dillon, I will never come on Facebook. Yes, because There's no way you can beat four political parties with the kind of record you have right now, with the kind of things that are happening with you. And also, guys, I'm doing my exercise. You see the face of everything changing. The stomach, I'm hitting the stomach. See it? It's going down. I'm pushing it. I'm still juicing. I'm still doing my stuff. I feel so good about myself. And I try to go 4 miles, sometimes 6 miles. And when I'm off, I do it in the morning, in the afternoon. I'm going to do it again. When I leave from here by 7 o'clock, I go on the track by 8 o'clock. My wife and I, we do it, you can, you know. And let me get one secret. She said that she thought when you reach 50, you're not strong. But apparently, I reached 50 now. It's stronger than hell. Yes. So I feel all this thing breaking down. It's easy to get a stomach. It's easy for your stomach to get big. But to reduce it is hard. I understand some people want to take pills, some people want to take diet. You get I try not to eat certain type of food, certain time of the day. And the only thing I eat today, I eat my little side of chicken, and I'm not feeling hungry. And I do my little juice. I go and exercise when I come. But weekend I will eat. I will eat during the weekend, and then because you see, once you exercising, don't just get on diet and lose the weight. You will get it back. You know, when I lost the weight the other time, it was through exercise. That is why it took me hard. It took me more time to gain that weight. Yeah, it took me almost 4 or 5 years. I never exercised, and the last time I exercised was like in the 2016. Then I got relaxed. I will show you my picture when I come here. I'm telling you, when the last time I weighed myself, I was 284 pounds. I said, hell no, that shit can't happen. I'm sorry. That nonsense can't happen. I cannot live like that. And I started May 1st and May 31st and 31st. From 280, I lost over 20 pounds because I pushed myself. That one I pushed myself. Then I got relaxed in June, and I'm still doing it. You see, look, it's not a competition. It's not a competition. Don't worry about the other people. Don't say because you're jogging or you're walking, somebody you can walk and sometimes burn more calories than somebody who just be jogging, yanking. But when you walking, walk so you will feel it. Hold your stomach in, keep it hard, and you move. If you can start from 10, okay. When you go, you counting in your heart. You go when you reach 20, you take a breath, you walk, you put it in again. You walk. If you get the belt, put it on. Put that belt on. For me, I use my 20 pounds jacket. I walk when I take that thing off. And when I walking with yesterday, I walking, the guy look at me and say, damn, you know, you walk majestically. You walk and want to feel your legs. You want to feel the pain. No pain, no gain. Nobody will tell you say it's easy. No. The easy one is to get on diet, but it stay hard. Nobody should tell you easy. You must exercise. Exercise is the game. It's the whole thing. Yes, you must exercise. So don't sit back and say, "Oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to exercise." You see, somebody just confirmed it. He said, "Brother, don't waste your time. Joshua did not visit no refugee camp." And I'm still saying it. I challenge every one of them. If anybody show me one picture, I will come back on Facebook and apologize to Joshua for the rest of my life. And I will praise him. I will support him. I will support him so badly when the people ask me if I took bribe. One person. If I like somebody show me one project that Joshua carried on in Liberia when he was playing football when he was playing football. Let them show me one project. They say, you see that project that was built, that well was put in for Joshua. You guys, I don't understand. Then other people trying their best. Look, we said we never knew Cummings. So people doing things so we know them. That's what they're doing it for. Your people ain't do nothing for Liberia. Now when the people doing things for Liberia, say, oh, because they won't be president. Yes, he won't give back. You cannot be president and you give back to your community. No, that's a lie. Toby, when Grand G there, and tell the people in Grand G there, this is how the president want to give back to you by building houses. Is that how you give back to the community because you're president? You give back to your community on your own sweat, your own cash. Then you give back to the community. Never visited refugee camp, and the president lie, his wife lie. Eh? His wife lied, lied. Oh, George used to go to the refugee camp and he did this, he did that. That was the same lady who said, President, we are you playful. You're not serious. You read it. But today she enjoyed it. She ran away because of the whole thing. Hmm? Ready? Eh? Okay, guys, I'm going to exercise now. My wife just said she ready to exercise. So we're going to exercise. You know, that's it now. So we will continue this topic, but we will say it. They're trying to cheat. They're trying to bring people from other counties to do what? They want to bring the Kisi people, all the Kisi Kings, man, all the people there. The Kisi people, let me tell you, no, you will get maybe 5% from 100 that will say yes, we're behind you. But when they see the Kisi men, they'll jump behind the Kisi men, no matter what. I'm telling you today. I'm telling you, I'm not hiding from you. I saw them in District 13. The other man cost me. He says, Sir Joseph, that he countryman, this and that. There he will, that Sir Joseph, he want what else Sir Joseph this, and he didn't care. That's how they do it. So they want two men from Lofa County to be senator for Monserrato County. I don't have the keys. Where you going? Eh? Okay, when you come out, you let me. I finish exercising. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna do my regular exercise now. My wife says she's going to church, so let her go to church, and I will go and do the walking around the wall. Okay, okay. So guys, have a good day. I love Liberia. I love Liberian people, and don't forget we celebrating our July 26th. Happy 26th to all. My 26th on you. Don't forget, I had a friend first to say my 26th on you. Yeah, people calling already from Liberia. My 26th, my 26th, my 26th. So if you can send rest to Liberia, send it to your people. Yeah, do what you can do. It's not easy. It's a tough thing. Hi, Yasini. Talata Sharif. What's up? How's everything? My Sidician brother. You invited to the Henry Costa party, eh? In Delaware. So I want you to come there, Sheriff. I want you to come there, and you will speak on behalf of CDC. I'm the MC. Don't worry. I love Sheriff, my brother. We came a long way. Uh, okay, guys, let me play this music for CDC. Special music goes to CDC. You know, all the song that they were making during the Ellen Johnson time, like they lied to us and monkey calm down. No, no, they were talking about themselves. Tell me the government corrupt. Oh, the government corrupt. Damn. You know, it's so sad. I know a lot of good guys who every day they get up and worry how to defend CDC. Like my brother and friend Sheriff, they thinking how to defend. You know, every day when you're thinking that things going well, something else will happen, and they always making the mistakes. Why you got? They say, you know that song, when you live in the glass house, don't throw stones. Yeah, Jefferson Koji went on Freedom FM because the only FM they can go on. Freedom FM they lie so much and it don't lies is style. Yeah, that Darius Dillon were in bed with Robert Salif. They took him to America. Now Darius Dillon hanging out with Cummings. But Jefferson Koji forgot when the chairman of CDC said that George Weah molested he and Akara's Gray. He said he saw George Weah and Akara Gray kissing. Molba Modu said so. And this same president who got today, they say we go to CDC, they say they now molest most of the young boys there in that place. Just for what? For peanuts, for nothing. Taking it from the rear. Then you talking about other men. Oh, the men are gay. You know what people say Cummings are gay for? Because Cummings from Atlanta. Because they say in Atlanta they get a lot of gays there. But even rapper celebrities that people say are gay, I can't I can't just say yes he is because people who know to say it. But when the only person I know who are gay is Robert, because Robert can say it, I'm a gay. He say it publicly. I'm not saying that I can vouch for anyone because there are a lot of people in America that say on the down low, men who are married and do some stuff. But Liberians, we are good allies. If you read, people, if you really want to know gay in that country, it's easy. It's easy. But in your real life, how will you look at comments and call comments or gay? That's why the man made a statement and say, I'm sorry I'm married, bring a wife. Then you'll know if I'm gay. Or because he went to the corporate, he claimed that loud, or so he or gay. Because Liberians, you don't trust yourself that you could do it, that any Liberian could reach that far. Eh. What I want to know, I read somebody tell me that I gave me the argument that if what the case that Joshua can make to the Liberian people and say, do not vote for Cummings because Cummings is this, 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 this. How can Joshua make that case? How? Can Joshua debate Cummings or Baker or let me just say Cummings? Can Joshua do that? No, no. When you say, oh, that man, he ain't do nothing for Liberia. Hey, the man started going Liberia 2000. The man supposed to explain to you when he go to church. You know, guys say, when Cummings start going to talk to football player. Oh, don't you know when you're in leadership, whether you never did it before, but if you decide to be a leader, that is what you do. Joshua, who played the football, he don't know that Joker Waka who foot mess up. He know that one too. Saint Joshua, who play football and know the name they call Joker Waka. Why he Joshua ain't go there? So if Cummings go there, is that a problem? Is that any big problem? Cummings only showing you that he's a leader. He's a leader of a four political parties and he playing the leadership role. He's not just representing ANC anymore. So he going to places where no man have gone before. He's the only man who ever went into 73 district. No candidate within Liberia visited 73 district in Liberia, according to the NEC report. And I mean say, oh, because everywhere they went, they show it. Joshua only passed through. Yeah. Joshua never went into Todi. He passed through Todi, went to Kakata and whatsoever, but he never went in the bush there. Because a lot of people say, I say, you know Joshua? No, who you voted for Joshua? Oh, that's what the children say. Oh. That's what the children say. That's all. Oh, they say that boy suffered too much. That boy 2 times now. That's it. Every day, Liberian. What have you done for Liberia? Do what for Liberia? Just by saying a pledge, you are a patriot. You don't damage Liberia. You don't damage Liberia. You should build roads. You think Cummings going to build a new house? Can Cummings build a bigger house than what he got right now? The only house Cummings can build right now will be one small little house, not a big one. He can build another small house. That's all he can build. It's easy for Cummings to look at anybody and tell you, say, listen, God, it is time for you to leave. Because he lived there, he lived in that war. He can't tell, because if you know that stealing is wrong, when they grab you, why they should consider you? Eh? Can Joshua tell Liberian people say he don't want salary for 2 years? Saint Joshua had $83 million. Why he couldn't tell the people of Liberia that say, listen, 2 years of my salary, I don't want it. Why he couldn't say it? He said 25%. And you continue to cut an ordinary man's city and turn it to my harmonization. And where the money went, the money never just went to ordinary people. It went to those who were ministers and consultants and everything. The first thing what you do, you stop all the consultants. You stop them first. But the innocent man who making $100 fighting to make ends meet, you cut his pay. Wickedness, wickedness, wicked people, evil, evil people. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. For every time I want to go, something coming again. But anyway, I must leave. Have a good day and bye for now. And Sarah, this lady can. Sarah, if I want me ask you a question. I know you won't do it. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. And this is Munel Kishen. Thanks to everybody. And I don't want to call name and I get in trouble, but I will still call one pushba. Thank you. Yeah, you fear no foe, my baby. I like that. And to Francis Wallow, Joey picking there. But I don't know whether he saw. He said he see Joey the other time when he went there. Yes, and Talata Sharif. That one time put authority, deadly striker. Yaka. And Francis Wallow. Because if I tell the people that he was playing for IE and went to Gion Pro, I in trouble. Yep. Lydia Jones, the general. Bye, guys. The political protest nation. I like that. Yeah. We must speak out, man, guys. Seriously. History judge most of you guys who think you don't want to say anything, you sit aside and you allow all these things to happen. I always say they got three groups of people. They got people who make things happen, people who wish for things to happen, people who look and see if things will happen. And. But anyway, and I always like to leave this quote: "Whatever you do for yourself, you do it for yourself. When you die, it's finished. But whatever you do for others, it will remain as immortal. Your children will walk in the street with their heads up high. Yeah, money is not all to it. Stop being corrupt. Don't do that. You work for it, it's yours. Don't suppress anyone because you want to get rich. Don't never do that. The little you will do will be very important. Do it with joy. Thank you very much. My name is Munel Kishen, and bye for now. I will talk to you whenever I talk to you. So I will leave you with this music by uh, 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 Takun J. Yeah. See. Okay.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the ball. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. No one to trust. My people no want to hope on.
Nobody.
My hope that I have been broken.
I'm telling you, brother.
So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric.
People tired, they tired.
You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then stay they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger.
Look at.
Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show.
Nothing.
So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock for us. We tired with their promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
To all our citizens and international guests,
when you want to build a house,
we thank you for coming.
you should count the cost.
I have spent many years of my life in stadiums, but today is a feeling like no other. I'm overwhelmed with the crowd and the energy here today, and I guarantee you, when we finish, there will not be a winner or the loser. Today we all wear the jersey of Liberia, and the victory belongs to the people, to the peace, and to our democracy. I promise to do everything in my power to be the agent of positive change, but I cannot do it alone. First, I called upon the revealed institution.
Look here. When you want to build a house, you should count the costs.
Meaning what?
Meaning, when I decided to put my life on the line with the great sons and daughters of Nimba to liberate themselves from the yoke of oppression, from the oppressive and diabolical regime, we were prepared for any eventuality. I'm glad that we are free. We are totally free. We were marked for total extermination, destruction of Nimba and the people. Now we are free. So whoever want to bring World Chronicle to hell with you, go and bring it. I'm prepared to face the music.
Now,
don't stop embarrassing me. Go and bring it.
Okay.
Don't fool all the day with pray. All the day are coming. Go there, they already prepare for you.
Senator Johnson, in the process of the liberation of your county, most of those people calling for the establishment of
My
war
friend,
crime
my
code feel
friend,
that you committed war crimes,
listen to
crime
me.
against
You have
humanity.
a daily violent killing people, and Nimba County is declared a dangerous zone. Magibi dangerous zone, Maserado dangerous zone. Why can't we keep our dirty mouth closed for war crime code and think about how we will save our people? We are fighting in Monrovia here, talking about 2 months salary for the civil servant. We are talking about material and incentives for other medical workers, health workers. We are worrying about our people. Don't leave this war crime code because it will never come to this country. Listen to me.
Senator,
Listen to me.
are you aware?
I will close it now.
No,
I'm
sorry.
Going to close it.
Yeah.
I'm going to close it because you are a journalist and you ask it. I said you are. I do not know how to classify you. Listen to me. I went to Japan, Tokyo. I went to Japan with Wale Duna and 2 other senators. That's about 2006. We went there to attend a conference of many major organizations from the world that organize the Rome Statute. The Rome Statute is the one that established the Hague that Taylor went to. Now, we discussed and brought that Rome Statute home to Liberia, and it was ratified by the Liberian legislature in 2007. In 2007, we established the Rome Statute, meaning Liberia is a member of the Hague. But our war was fought from 1989 to 2003. So the Rome Statute was ratified in 2006 or 2007. That means Liberia is not on the agenda of the Hague. Liberia is not part of the War Crime Court. It will never be because our war ended long before the War Crime Court was ratified by the Liberian legislature. So if you don't know this, let me tell you, that is what is happening.
No, Senator, those who are advocating for the establishment of the War Crimes Code
Well,
are elect, but to have removed it as per their power, we are calling on the legislature. So we say legislature will meet the lower house and the House of Representatives. As you can see today, the staff here is comprises of the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. So we're giving them 3 days ultimatum. 3 days ultimatum to meet the concerned staff authorities as to how they're going to restore that money and pay it retroactively. Any move other than that, I can promise you that the legislature, none of them will enter here, especially those of them that want to be senators. It is very right that's happening to have seen even the chair at the lower house of Representatives, Honorable Tomo Fala, to say you want to be senator for Mosoralo when you have committed mayhem on staff in Mosoralo who's supposed to vote for him. You have committed mayhem even on staff in your office that campaigning for you over 8 months. They cannot get their salary by law, by civil servant law. It's happening. And any staff under my voice who want to care about for Honorable Tomo Fala who have committed mayhem, leaving it are elect, but to have removed it as per their power, we are calling on the legislature. So we say legislature will meet the lower house and the House of Representatives. As you can see today, the staff here is comprises of the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. So we're giving them 3 days ultimatum. 3 days ultimatum to meet the concerned staff authorities as to how they're going to restore that money and pay it retroactively. Any move other than that, I can promise you that the legislature, none of them will enter here, especially those of them that want to be senators. It is very right that's happening to have seen even the chair at the lower house of Representatives, Honorable Tomo Fala, to say you want to be senator for Mosoralo when you have committed mayhem on staff in Mosoralo who's supposed to vote for him. You have committed mayhem even on staff in your office that campaigning for you over 8 months. They cannot get their salary by law, by civil servant law. It's happening. And any staff under my voice who want to care about for Honorable Tomo Fala who have committed mayhem on you, and you can restore this money, you vote for you. You are cursed. You are cursed on our law, on our traditional law. You are cursed. So we call it on them. The gasoline, the recast budget, the gasoline for Starbucks to the lower house were being called off. When it came to the Senate restored the Starbucks gasoline here. What happened to our colleagues down the line who everyone are doing the same work? They cannot get.
You know, what will make me happy? All of the people that are on the social platform, if they can buy 1 million masks, each of them, to send to Liberia to give to our people, then they can say anything against the president then I will really feel good. You understand? So let them leave their platform and buy 1 million masks, each of them, and send it to us, or test case. You know what I'm saying? So this is it. You have to do something to make noise, but we're not doing anything at all. Right now, we don't need people to just talk. You know what I'm saying? You need to work. We need masks. We need test case. And all of those people that are on the platform, is the time now to send. You know, Karasu, what will make me happy? All of those people that are on the social platform, if they can buy 1 million masks, each of them, to send to Liberia to give to our people, then they can say anything against the president, then I will really feel good. You understand? So let them leave their platform and buy 1 million masks, each of them, and send it to us, or test case. You know what I'm saying? So this is it. You have to do something to make noise, but we're not doing anything at all. Right now, we don't need people to just talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yourself now to say, how are African governments supporting the African private sector during this crisis to create growth, jobs, and sustainable development? You're muted, Your Excellency. You're muted, Your Excellency.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Your Excellency.
Yeah. Okay, but thank you again, my good friend Tony. Let me wish you an African Day again. I know this.
Yourself now to say, how are African governments supporting the African private sector during this crisis to create growth, jobs, and sustainable development? You're muted, Your Excellency. You're muted, Your Excellency.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Your Excellency.
Yeah. Okay, but thank you again, my good friend Tony. Let me wish you an African Day again. I know this is your day, but I think how an African government supporting the private sector during this crisis? Because that's the question. For us here in Liberia, our government, due to our government bilateral relationship and positioning, has allowed our government to mediate between banks, businesses, and other partners to manage loan repayment schedules and mitigate other financial hurdles, creating stimulus packages for citizens, which alleviate some of the financial and social burden placed on individuals due to slowdown in regular business activities. In Liberia, we have taken some measures to ease the burden of vulnerable small businesses in the informal sector as well as big businesses. We are in the process of providing small loan assistance to petty traders and other marketers. In addition, we are working with commercial banks to mediate repayment of loans, because we know that the pandemic shattered almost everything, and people lose their jobs, businesses shut down. The only way they can grow is for us to help them and implement these things that are outlined to help them to gain growth. And also some of the things we did here were able to make sure that we didn't have total lockdown, because we know that we're in a country where our economy is a tough time in our economy, and so we did not do total lockdown. We just eased by giving some time. People leave 6 o'clock in the morning to come back home 3 o'clock, and then of course because of the way that people, even in a short time, it's difficult for them to gain growth on the various produce. we had to make sure that we bring it to a sister club so they can be able to work at least to be able to.
Yourself now to say how are African governments supporting the African private sector during this crisis to create growth, jobs, and sustainable development? You're muted. Yourself now to say how are African governments supporting the African private sector during this crisis to create growth, jobs, and sustainable development? You're muted, Your Excellency. You're muted, Your Excellency.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Your Excellency.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but thank you again, my good friend Tony. Let me wish you an African Day again. I know this is a day, but I think how an African government supporting the private sector during this crisis? Because that's the question. For us here in Liberia, our government, due to our government bilateral relationship and position, is allows our government to mediate between banks, businesses, and other partners to manage loan repayment schedules and mitigate other financial hurdles, creating stimulus packages for citizens, which alleviate some of the financial and social burden placed on individuals due to slowdown in regular business activities. In Liberia, we have taken some measures to ease the burden of vulnerable small businesses in the informal sector as well as big businesses. We are in the process of providing small loan assistance to petty traders and other marketers. In addition, we are working with commercial banks to mediate repayment of loans, because we know that the pandemic shattered almost everything, and people lose their jobs, businesses shut down. The only way they can grow is for us to help them and implement these things that are outlined to help them to gain growth. We were able to make sure that we didn't have total lockdown because we know that it's a tough time in our economy, and so we did not do total lockdown. We just eased by giving some time. People leave 6 o'clock in the morning to come back home 3 o'clock, and then of course because of the way that people, even in a short time, it's difficult for them to gain growth on the various produce. We had to make sure that we bring it to a 6 o'clock so they can be able to work at least to be able to.
Yourself now to say how are African governments supporting the African private sector during this crisis to create growth, jobs, and sustainable development? You're muted. Yourself now to say how are African governments supporting the African private sector during this crisis to create growth, jobs, and sustainable development? You're muted, Your Excellency. You're muted, Your Excellency.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Your Excellency.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but thank you again, Tony. Let me wish you an African Day again. I know this is a day, but I think how an African government supporting the private sector during this crisis? Because that's the question. For us here in Liberia, our government, due to our government bilateral relationship and position, is allows our government to mediate between banks, businesses, and other partners to manage loan repayment schedules and mitigate other financial hurdles, creating stimulus packages for citizens, which alleviate some of the financial and social burden placed on individuals due to slowdown in regular business activities. In Liberia here, we have taken some measures to ease the burden of vulnerable small businesses in the informal sector as well as big businesses. We are in the process of providing small loan assistance to petty traders and other marketers. In addition, we are working with commercial banks to mediate